Trust me, your man will not likely share his feelings or express his desires in bed with you, maybe because of his fragile ego. But I could show you ways that you could smarten up and decode his body language. Now, there are some of the things, or let's call it behavioral pattern, that you will see that would prove or show to you that he wants you so badly or he desires you so badly in bed. Number one, you will notice that he all of a sudden has become the mood setter in that relationship. You know, after a while in a relationship, it is the woman who sets the mood in the house. At the onset of the relationship, the men usually set the mood right just to get into your good graces, I would like to say. But when they win you over, or when they think that they've won you over, they just relax, making you do the job. And that's when you observe that the woman takes over the reign to do those lovey-dovey things to keep the fire burning in the relationship, or more or less in the bedroom. Now, if you notice that he is the one to sweep you off your feet by lighting scented candles or playing sensual music, you're lucky, because a man who makes an effort to set a romantic rhythm knows exactly what turns you on, and he's intentional. He's not just sensitive, but he's intentional. And you could expect him to please you with a lot of pampering in bed. A lot of sensuality comes into play when you're with that sort of man who is intentional about you. A man like that, I can bet, is a master of soft, touchy sex session. And if you want to go a little wild with this one, you may just have to take charge and dominate, or take charge and tell him exactly how to increase the tempo. You know what I mean? Now, this is what your man's body language says in bed. If that man plants tender kisses on your body, then it means he wants to make you feel wanted, delicate, and captivated. And at the same time, he wants to build an intense desire within you with his soft movements. He may be a little nervous about how to woo you, but hey, don't misinterpret it as his lack of interest. It is just that he wishes to demonstrate his gentlemanly side by being more sweet than sexy and dirty. Now, if he is into vanilla sex when it comes to you, then that's a proof of the fact that he respects you enough to honor your body in such a way that he doesn't make you feel disrespected in any shape or form. You know, some men may just be too aggressive with you, especially when they don't have good intentions for you, or they don't plan to stay with you in the long haul. And they don't care if you feel disrespected by the way he slept with you, or maybe you felt some type of way when he placed you in a certain position. But see, when you have a man that loves to go by the books, like he is intentional with even his stroke games, you know, from each stroke, he is truly making love to you and not just having sex with you, not just sleeping with you, then you know that he really digs you deeply. So you've got to read his body language when he's piping you down. Is he doing it with such care and tenderness, even in his most hard strokes? If yes, then he wants to be that stable, faithful, and loving partner, at least hopefully. The way he strokes you down shows if he would be someone you could rely on. Because you know, whether it's missionary or man on top sex position, you need to know that sex is a communication. It's like a conversation between man and a woman. It says a lot about how both of you feel for each other. With him being in the power position where you two can lock lips and eyes with ease. You're communicating, not with just your body, but with your eyes, with your energies. So follow his lead by just putting your hands on his hips and guiding him. And if you believe in a steady relationship, then I trust that he is your match. Now, number 3 body language in bed that proves he digs you hard is if he maintains eye contact with you. You know, we've talked about eye contact on this channel so much. We've talked about the power of eye contact between a man and a woman who are in love, or even between those who aren't in love. And of course, it's not new that most men don't engage in foreplay or touch or even maintaining of eye contact during sex with women that they're not attracted to. They have no business making any eye contact with you because they don't care. So if your man looks into your eyes in the heat of the moment or gives you a daring gaze with a lingering smile, he's into you, girl. And he wants a long-lasting relationship, something more than just a physical connection. He wants to go deep with you. He wants to look in, because the eyes are a window to a man's soul. So he wants to look deeply into your soul while he's stroking you down or while he's piping you down. Don't take it for granted when he does that. I know some guys have come to the realization that women understand the power of eye contact, and the power of eye contact can create a deep bond. So some can use that as a sex weapon to pipe you down and stay, committed or stay bonded to them. So you have to be very, very careful about who is piping you down and making eye contact with you. If it's a guy that you're not really interested in and you see his actions are not so pure with you, then girl, you have to just not make that eye contact with him ASAP. Because we're not trying to be stigmatized by any wrong man in our lives. Now, the 4th body language you shouldn't miss is if you notice that he prefers woman on top position all the time. Like, he loves it when you take control in the sack. He loves to see you in your full glory without your clothes. And the sight of you playing cowgirl on his saddle is enough to burn him up with lust. He's just playful and always looking forward to having a great time with you. Yet he's thoughtful and attentive to your needs. For him, pleasing you is a priority. He aims to please, and that's the reason he prefers this position. He allows you to achieve your orgasm at your own pace because he knows that you're taking control of your pleasure. He's not the one taking control. So you decide when to stop, when to go harder, and when to, just basically you control it. It is not up to him, but it is up to you. He's not selfish about his pleasure. He wants you to enjoy as well too. So if you notice that he likes putting you in a saddle position, then don't be shy. Don't try to cover up. Just hop on so that you both can enjoy the ride because he likes you. If he doesn't, he will just turn you over and get on with his business. And when he's done, he's just up to cleaning up himself or sleeping off. He doesn't care. And also, if you notice that he also loves the wheelbarrow style, like that is his style, and he likes to do it with you all the time, this is what I think the body language tells. You see, the position of having sex from behind gives a man a feeling of domination and some animalistic pleasure, and makes him feel like a king in the bedroom. And it's not a bad thing if he wants to have a sense of that with you. Because honestly, men who like this position half the time are caring and confident, and they just love to take control. They can be reticent or close-mouthed about their feelings at times. And maybe partly the reason why they prefer the back position is to conceal their expressions during the act. Because in this position, you two can't make eye contact. So he doesn't feel like he's exposing himself emotionally to you. Here, there are some men like that, especially the broken ones who probably feel a thing for you but have been playing hard to get. And they're quite secretive about their feelings towards you because once they do missionary with you, they know the slightest hint of emotion can show, and you will decode their true feelings for you on sight. Okay? And some of these men are men who have been broken by love. And so they really don't want to give so much of emotion to a woman, especially the ones that they've just met. Now, the fifth way to decode his body language in bed is if he gives you a back massage. Look, if your guy is into visual delights, then of course he knows that a sensual massage works great in sort of getting you primed for a steamy session. And he knows that it would be a pleasurable experience for both of you. Now, when he's massaging you, right, what happens here is that he's turning himself on by checking out your hot body while also making sure that you feel good about yourself. And you can return a favor by just fondling or caressing yourself to further just get the night steaming really, really hot. Now, the sixth body language to look out for in bed is if your man is a spooner. You know, spooning is when you both are laying on your sides, you're touching and facing the same direction. What that means is that he's the protector in that relationship and he loves intimacy. He's confident and he's trying to be connected with you. And maybe he's a little possessive. But on the other hand, if your man pushes into you so that you coil up behind him, he's a little insecure and wants to be taken care of. Or maybe he's just closed up to love, or he isn't sure he wants to be further deep into that emotional web with you after sex. Now, the seventh body language you need to decode in bed is if he rolls away from you right after intimacy. And this may just mean that your man may be commitment phobic. When he rolls away, he is essentially cutting himself off from you and creating more distance, both emotionally and physically. Well, I believe that you could also give him a little benefit of doubt because not every man is a hugger, right? Some men just need their space to sleep very well and spread them legs. And so it's not like he doesn't really want to commit to you. He may be wanting some space, or he may just not know how to give you that closeness that you so desire, and that's okay. If it's not okay by you, then you could talk to him about it and how it affects you and your relationship with him. Now, the seventh body language that a man will show to you but will not tell you, and you can decode now, is that if he likes side-by-side sex with you, if your man prefers the closeness and needs reassurance of your feelings for him, side-by-side sex speaks it all. Because this position is perfect for close-bodied love-making session, since his hands can invariably explore even the most tucked away areas of your body parts. And moreover, the fact that you're so close, it just increases that bond. It increases that intimacy that he needs. He's enjoying, this sensual stance further denotes that he is a sensitive and understanding type of man. And who doesn't like that sensitive, understanding type of man? And then the number 8 body language that you can decode of a man, even though he doesn't tell you, is if he sleeps in a fetal position, like he's hugging the pillow. His knees are tucked close to his tummy. This is what it means. You know, men who sleep in this position, or men who sleep on their side with their knees coiled up towards their tummy, are vulnerable and they're very sensitive. It just shows that he has the capacity to get into an intense relationship, and he would often display his creative side in bed. Him clinging to a pillow for security shows that he needs assurance that his feelings are reciprocated before he gives himself completely in a relationship. And lastly, if he likes to go down on you more times than you can count, he shows that you're the one that he is totally committed to. Because to be honest with you, I don't see how many men really like to go down on women, especially women that they don't care for or they really don't have any plans for. Men don't usually go down on just any type of woman. If a man actually goes down on you, it's because he cares about you and your pleasure. He wants you to feel safe. He wants you to feel secure. He wants you to not look outside. All right? So if he likes to go down on you and he just doesn't spend 2 minutes there, he's taking his time. He can be there until he feels you jerk from your orgasm. Then you know that he loves you enough to put you first and not be selfish. He loves you enough because he doesn't want you thinking about another guy. He loves you enough because you've occupied the center stage of his heart. Trust me, not a lot of guys like to go down a woman. And most especially if that man met you for the first time and you guys are just getting into the mood for the first time, he will not go down on you immediately. Most guys will not go down on you immediately. They would only go down on you when they've created that, they formed that there is this emotional bond that has been created through the things that you guys have talked about, through constant communication, through, outdoor activities, and through value alignments. If those things are not there, most real guys who understand taking care of their health, their sexual health is very important, will not go down. So if he goes down on you after a while, and he's not just going down on you, but he's going down and you can feel that he's taking his time, he's intentional. He doesn't care about how you come or when you come. He wants you to feel good about yourself. And you know that he's not in a rush to get off. And he's always going to ask you, did you come? Did you like it? Do you like it this way? Just know that that guy digs you so much. You're number one. Because listen, any guy who goes down on you on a first date, like you want to be frisky and you guys are making out and he decides that he wants to go down on you without taking out time to getting to know you. Listen, that person does not understand sexual health. And trust me, he probably would have done it to thousands of other girls out there. But if you notice that even the first time that you guys are making out, he's not going down on you. He's not making plans to go down on you. All right? He's not doing that. Just know that that is a guy who takes his health seriously and would not play around fluids with just anyone that he has not taken out time to go out to do tests with. He has not taken out time to know. He has not taken out time to date properly. So don't be flattered when a guy goes down on you on the first time that you guys are making out. He probably must have been doing it with thousands of other girls. And worse still, if he's doing it without having to go for or suggesting that you guys go for a test. You're in deep shit. You might at the end of the day get herpes. I would rather be with a guy who takes his time and even wants to go for a test first. Yeah? As a matter of fact, we're not kissing if we don't go for a test. Or if I don't ask you for your test results. In fact, if I risk that, just know that I really was not able to handle the chemistry that I felt for you. And it probably would never happen again. Probably would never happen again. You know? So yeah, if a guy goes down on you after a while, he's spending time down there. Just know that he digs you a lot. And you should count yourself special, because he probably might not be doing that with a lot of women. All right, this is where we ended. Until I come your way, when I come your way, do know that I love you and God loves you best. Mwah.